my channel. Welcome to my first ever cozy fall reading vlog. I am so excited to share with you guys this lovely video that I put together. I truly had one of the best reading experiences in this reading vlog, and I'm so happy that I captured it all on camera. I brought you guys along while I read 3 very cozy, just good books, and honestly I couldn't have asked for a better fall reading experience because each book just treated me so well, and I'm so happy to share this video with you guys. If you are looking for any book recommendations, this video will be for you because I will be showing you guys my review, my reactions, my ratings to these books that were absolutely amazing, and also take this video as that one friend that can just talk about books. Also, but if you need someone to talk about books with, you have found her. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. It is officially September, so that means I am reading Harry Potter. It is the beginning of September, and I literally picked this book up September 2nd. Like, I did not waste any time. I was hesitant, and I was thinking about picking up a Chestnut Spring series book, but my boyfriend was like, Elisa, you've been saying that you've been wanting to pick it up, and you were waiting for September, so pick it up. Like, he's almost living through me reading these books too, because he loves Harry Potter as much as me. I'm obsessed with the movie. I'm obsessed with the world that it puts you in. It doesn't matter how many times I've watched the movies, it still feels like it's the first time. So since I am an avid reader, and this is probably one of the most popular books in my generation, one of the most popular series in my generation, and movies, I knew that I had to read these books and give them a shot. I'm glad that I have picked this camera up to start to document me reading this book. I even have it on my Kindle, and it's the two going together. It's amazing. The way that I have been thinking about this book since I picked it up, I read it before going to sleep, and seriously, it was the first thing that popped into my head when I woke up was I really want to read this book. All throughout the day I was thinking about it. I'm thinking about this book up until I have it open in my hands. Like, I am wanting to read it any chance that I get. So I really hope that this book is 5 stars for me, considering how much I'm thinking about it already. I think we're going in the right direction. Come along with me while I read Harry Potter, and I hope that you enjoy. There's something really cool about having the movie fresh in your brain, and since the movies followed the book, at least so far, 100 pages in, very similarly, it's like I'm watching the movie in my head. I can envision everything that is happening as if I am watching the movie. Because I have these movies like very vivid in my brain, I even have like the actors' voices, like the way Hagrid's voice sounds, Hermione, Harry, Ron. There's a voice in my head when I'm reading this, right? And there's like 5 characters that I remember their voice is from the movies. When those characters start talking in the book, I use the voice that I remember that's in the movies. So like Snape, I can hear it in my head, and it's so cool. But what's weird is when I read it out loud, it's nowhere near what I'm saying in my head. It's almost like in my head I can do all of these accents, but I can't actually even say it out loud, which is interesting. So I'm on chapter 12. I'm gonna keep reading my little heart out. And I have just been flying through this book. It's just so easy, to be honest, too. Oops, I did it again. On page 318. It is intense. Intense. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a story. This is 100% a 5-star read. This is like truly my first 5-star read that I've had this year. Basically, I was thinking about, I was like, I haven't had a 5-star read. I'm like, am I being too picky? Like, why am I not? But then after reading this, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. The way it just completely takes over my brain and my thoughts, and how I'm just eager to pick up the book whenever I can. And I've had that feeling where I'm eager to pick up a book. But like, again, like, it's just like a specific type of feeling. There's just so many qualifications, and this one met all of them. Ava, she has appeared. Hi, mamas. You wanna say hi to YouTube? My sweet girl. Beautiful mamas. I love you too, mamas. The entire book was just bloody brilliant. The relationships that Harry makes with Ron and Hermione, and with Hagrid, and with Dumbledore, and with Longbottom, with Neville, is just amazing. It literally feels like it is a found family. Oh my god, it is a found family. It's like the ultimate found family. Are you kidding? The found family, the bond and love that these characters have with one another, it's like an instant connection that Harry has with these people. The way that you are introduced to certain ideas and like certain things in the beginning of the book, and the way that it all wraps up at the very end, is just beautiful storytelling. I had such an amazing experience. I say that sentence a lot too, and now I'm realizing, like, since I say the same words a lot for a lot of the books, how can you know that I really do love this book more than the others? If I could show you my heart and show you how it feels different for this book, then I would. I can't really put into words just how amazing this story was. You just immediately fall in love with the characters and are rooting for them. It's especially because I've seen the movie so many times. I'm literally watching a movie in my head. If you haven't read Harry Potter, if you haven't read The Sorcerer's Stone, then I highly recommend. And I am so eager to start to read the second book. Next time you see me, I will be picking up a new book. I'm so excited. I am officially going to be reading the Inheritance games. Like I've said before on my channel, this is the most highly recommended book for me to read from you guys, and I think I've gotten like 5 different people tell me, oh my gosh, read the Inheritance games, it's so good. So I knew that I wanted to read this book during the fall time. I'm on chapter 6, page 22, and the first thing that I already noticed is that the pages are short, the chapters are short, which I absolutely love. I love when chapters are short, because then it makes me feel like I am like succeeding more or like making more progress. Like I feel like I feel more accomplished when the chapters are shorter. I'm gonna continue to be reading this today. It's Monday. I hope that I can read this week. I have been doing a pretty good job with making sure that I put my phone down and turn off the TV and to just read more. And honestly, it's been helping me a lot. If I put my phone down and pick up the book, whoa, I read more. What a concept, it's crazy. Also, right from the beginning, after the first chapter, I was like, okay, she's cool. Like, I like her a lot, Avery. It's so intriguing and captivating. Like right from the beginning, you're like, okay, who are these Hawthorne people and what do they want with her? Because she does not know a single thing about these people, and he's in the will of Tobias Hawthorne, who just passed away. So she's like, why am I here? Like, I don't even know these people. So I think we also already got introduced to one of the guys that she's gonna be interested in. So it's gonna be a fun little love triangle. I'm only on chapter 6. I'm so excited to read my little heart out, and I will see you guys when there's anything interesting to talk about, or maybe once I'm already halfway through. I am currently on chapter 43. So I think I'm about to be halfway through, if not already. And I love that this book has short chapters because it feels like I have, not that it's homework, but it's like every day I tell myself, okay, read 10 chapters and by the end of the week, I should be done with the book. And the 10 chapters, that's so funny. The 10 chapters sounds like a lot because for some books that would be a lot, but for this book in particular, the chapters are short. Like, for example, the one that I'm on is 2 pages. Because it's 10 chapters, it makes you feel like it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's fast paced. Because the chapters are short, it makes it feel just that much more fast paced and like we're getting through the story. One thing I do gotta say though, is I feel like I still need so many answers, and maybe it's because I'm only like halfway through the book, so maybe I should just like be patient. But I've thought like, why aren't we getting any answers? Like, I want some answers. I even thought like, what if we don't get any in this book because it's only the first book in the series and there's still 2 other ones. So I really hope by the end of the book we're going to be getting the questions answered. So Avery, I don't even know if I said, I'm really bad at giving a summary before I read the book or even like during, because I don't want to say anything that would spoil it, because I am really big on going into a book very blindly. So I think if you don't know anything about this book but you're interested in it, I would like try to like sell it to you by saying that it is based in a mansion, like the biggest mansion you can wrap your head around, with secret passages, secret rooms, and so much to discover that even in the first book we won't even explore. And I honestly wish there was like some sort of AI generated video that shows me this house, because it would, like, if I was like on a computer or something, I can go through the house like a maze, I would have so much fun. So the setting is very, very cool, where it's in this mansion that's like bigger than your mind can even comprehend. And Tobias is the grandfather of these 4 boys that she is now, Avery, living with. So Tobias left Avery with billions of dollars and with a hotel and some other like businesses, and she is extremely taken aback because she doesn't even know who this man is, and she's just so confused. And everyone in the family, Tobias's family, expected the inheritance to go to them, right? Their family, but no, ended up going to this girl that no one knew about. And so you immediately think like, you know, she has to watch her back, she has to be careful with this family. And on top of all of that, there's 4 brothers. There's Nash, who is the oldest one. I honestly really like reading about him. And then there's Jameson and Grayson, and then there's Alexander. And Alexander is my favorite one out of all of them. Oh, like what was really cool. Okay, so she's basically learning how to present herself as a billionaire now, and she is learning how to talk to the press and to talk on talk shows. Like, they're teaching her how to be like a celebrity in a way. And there's paparazzi drama, and you know, there's just drama with the tabloids, because they're like, who is this girl and why does she have all of Tobias's money? It's juicy. There's drama, there's her learning how to navigate with his new life, and on top of that there's this beautiful house that she is discovering. And also a love triangle. So good. She's sassy and I love it. I love it. Also, I didn't say, Avery has an older sister named Libby, and Libby is living at the house with them, and her coping mechanism with like all this that's going on is baking, and it's so cute. Like, I don't know why I love when there's a character in a book that bakes. I just think it's so warm and cozy, and I just love it. I love it. It's so cute. I just read chapter 75. That was crazy. Some like secret that has been going throughout pretty much the entire book has just been revealed, and I did not guess it at all. I did not expect that. I wish I would have been recording my reaction, because I literally I gasped, audibly gasped, and then I had chills on my leg. That shook me. What does this mean? That was wild. I told myself if I read to chapter 80, I can go to the store and get snacks. I am on chapter 88, and it is intense. It is twisted. There's secrets, more secrets being revealed. The entire concept of the book is very intriguing. Like it's having you think and guess, and it's a mystery book. And it just makes me think that the author is so talented to be able to think and create this story. It's just so cool. Like the way that her mind just brought it to life. I'm loving it. It's very, very good. The way that it's wrapping up, I am really, really enjoying it. Now I'm gonna be eating my chips, reading my heart out. I'm just thriving. Chapter. a book. It definitely ended the way that I was hoping for, and I really did enjoy the way that it all wrapped up. I thought that I was gonna be left with so many, I mean, I do have questions and I do still want some answers, but I don't feel like disappointed, like it was ended poorly, like I need more. It's ended in a way that I am satisfied with the answers and everything we found out, but it was left with the continuing of the series of, okay, I want to know more, and I'm excited and like I'm intrigued to pick up the second book. I just got a very exciting book in the mail yesterday. Look at the freaking gold leaves, so freaking cute. So I got this book yesterday on Amazon, and I have just been seeing this book all over TikTok. So I got this book yesterday and I immediately picked it up and I started enjoying it so much, and I was like, should I put this in my reading vlog for fall? I was just gonna leave it at 2 books. For one, I'm a slow reader and it typically takes me, like you guys have heard me say, over a month to make one of these videos. But since I have been reading a book a week, I'm like, okay, let me just keep going. If I can have another book in this vlog, especially a book that looks like this, why not do it? Also, I gotta say, I have just been using my Kindle so much. Every book that I've been reading, I have been reading it on here. And it's just so funny because I'm like, I buy the physical book and then I just read it on my Kindle, but I don't feel like I'm wasting money because I know that I'll read it on here. And even if I don't, like, I just choose to read it on my Kindle. What's so funny is I show my boyfriend how I'm reading this book and he reads the synopsis and he starts to read it out loud and I'm like, no, don't read it. Like, I'm so funny. Like, he's like, aren't you gonna read it? I'm like, yes, but I don't want him to read the synopsis. I don't know why I'm like that. But he finishes the synopsis and goes, this literally sounds like Gilmore Girls. And I'm like, you're kidding. I was like, that's exactly what people on TikTok are describing it as. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. So right off the bat, I can tell that our main character, Logan, is a grump. He is a farmer and he has chickens. He has an alpaca named Harry Styles. And I thought it was so freaking funny, especially because he talks about how the alpaca was named Harry Styles. It was so funny. I love chickens so much. Reading about chickens is so freaking cute. When I lived with my dad, my chore was like to take care of the chickens. Like, that was my duty. And I fell in love with these chickens. I named them. I fell in, like, they were my best friends. I loved these chickens so much. And rest in peace, homeboy. Don't even bring him up. Don't even bring him up. He was a black, scrawny little rooster. That was the most funniest rooster I have ever came across, and he was so silly. So silly. He was... I called him homeboy. And I'm not gonna talk about it, but R.I.P. homeboy! Rest in peace, homeboy! Oh, stop. He was so freaking cool. The book talks about their love for chickens. Get out of here. I love chickens too. So anyways, he's a grump. He works on the farm and he actually, he's a farmer. He doesn't raise vegetables. He grows vegetables and fruit, right? And he delivers them to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And in the beginning of the book, we're introduced to, I think her name is Jeannie. I don't know. But Jeannie's aunt actually owned the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and decides that she doesn't want to do this anymore. She wants to basically retire, and she ends up pretty much handing the keys over to Jeannie. And Jeannie was looking for a reason to leave her city life in Boston, and she has been realizing just how much stress the city life endures, and she's like, I want to live a happy long life and I just don't think the city life can give it to me. So then when this landed on her lap, she was like, okay, I'm going to do this. Oh my god, she is decorating the cafe for fall and like getting ready to open it, and it's just so freaking cute. And in the beginning, the way that the chapter starts is adorable. I loved it so much. In the beginning of the book, Jeannie goes to the town hall for like the town meeting, and immediately you are given that small town found family vibes. And Jeannie is immediately becoming friends with people there. It's with like Hazel and Annie, and it feels immediately like a found family. And I am only on chapter 7, page 67, and I am already just wanting to pick this book up whenever I can. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, it's making me want to make my pumpkin chai latte, but it has caffeine, so it makes my heart pound, so I'm not going to, but it's so cute. Their banter is amazing. The found family immediately, I can see it, and I'm just having such a good time already. That's how you know it's gonna be a fun old time, when you are not even 100 pages in and I'm like, I'm hooked. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to follow these characters. Like I'm excited to pick the book up, and honestly that's what I've been feeling with all these books in this vlog. I have been having a really good reading experience, and I'm so happy that I've been bringing us along for the journey, because it's not always like this when it's like banger after banger after banger. I have a reading update for this lovely book. I am a little bit past halfway through the book. I have been really enjoying this book, and I don't know how many times I have said that already in this video. I am just now reflecting on all the books that I've read in this video, and I just think each book has treated me so well, and I'm so grateful. I don't think this has happened in like a really long time, or ever. I picked this book up, I think it was like Tuesday, I believe is when I got it. And so the fact that it's Saturday and I'm like, yes, I'm going to finish this book today, just goes to show how much I am enjoying it, because it is not typical for me to finish a book a week. And the fact that this is going to be the 3rd time in a row that I have been able to read a book a week just goes to show that I am thriving with reading, but also the books have just been that good. It gives off such a warm, cozy found family. Everyone that we are introduced to in this book, I have been enjoying to read about, and the fact that we are going to get other books, or we have other books in the series, just makes me that much more excited. I think our main character, Jeannie and Logan, are, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Jeannie, are really great characters to read about. I think the book is also very funny. There has been multiple times where I am cackling to myself, even though yes, I've read a small town romance before that has humor in it. This is just different from them, and that's just the beauty of books and the beauty of how every author just writes so differently. Next time you see me, I'll be finishing up this book. This is your sign to buy this book. Do it. It's amazing. You won't regret it. And if you don't like it, I have made it to the park. I have found myself a cutesy little tree to sit under. I have, of course, brought the star of this portion of the video. I literally have a chapter in the epilogue left. Now we're just gonna hope that no one walks by us while we're reading, because it's always a little embarrassing when that happens. We're gonna read a little heart out. I really liked this book. Wow. I'm not disappointed at all. It was everything that I expected and more. And I'm so happy that I picked this book up when I did. I'm so happy about this. Just so good. It wrapped up so well. Just a good old romance, man. Probably my favorite, definitely my favorite fall romance that I've read thus far. Wow, so good. Highly recommend. That is going to be it for today's video. But before you go, let me tell you my ratings for the last two books. I did tell you guys that this was a 5-star rating, and I am still sticking to that rating. Now my rating for the Inheritance games, honestly, I have been going back and forth between 2 ratings. I've been going back and forth between 4.5 and 4.75. I feel like it was a 4.5. I had such a good time with this book, and 4.5 is a pretty darn good rating. And I'm very excited to read the other 2 books in the series and just to jump back into this world. Then to the last book. Oh my goodness, this book, okay, this would definitely be like 4.75. That's my explanation with this. Like, this book, I can feel that it's a 5-star. This one, I can feel that it's a 4.5. Really good book, but 4.5. And then this one's like, yeah, it's in between these 2 books. It's a 4.75. This book was incredible. It was amazing. I loved it. It was definitely the most cozy fall romance book I have ever read, and this is gonna be like really hard to top because it was just so good. That is going to be it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments any fall books you have read or any fall books that are on your TBR. I would love to know. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!